Hey everybody, so just wanted to show you really quickly how to navigate your capstone project. I have included this capstone lesson flow for weeks 8 and 9, so the last 2 weeks of school, um, in Google Classroom. So you should be able to access that. It's also available through the Google site. Keep in mind all of your work, so all makeup work, challenge, test, capstone, everything is due by the end of class on May 18th. If you feel that you have a special circumstance, we can talk, but my grades are due by the end of that day. Um, so to be able to grade all of your work, I need to get it turned in. Obviously, if you have a special circumstance, we might be able to work something out, but that's a pretty hard deadline. All right, this page is where you found this video, and then you should see the capstone lesson flow. I am currently looking at this in present mode just because it's easier to click on links. So when I click on a link, it's going to automatically open. So let's say I'm working on part 1 of my capstone, or I don't know where to start, right? If I don't know where to start, I can look on this page. It'll be updated each day. So you'll see this is for Monday. It'll be updated for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each day. And it'll tell you what you should be working on. So let's say my name is student number 4. So I could look on here. I see capstone part 1, student 4. My name is in parentheses. So that means that I need to make some small revisions on my capstone. So I'm going to start with capstone part 1 because it says capstone part 1 here. And then I can click on my capstone project. Yours will have your name on it. And I'll be able to look through to see where I need to make revisions. So it might be something obvious. Usually, if I'm telling you you need revisions, it's because I've put one of these little call outs. So what you should see is it'll be in lime green, and I'll be a little bit transparent. You can also watch that in like slow motion to see how to make things transparent. And I'll include a comment on how to improve your work. But that's one of those things. So you should be able to see it. I usually make it so that you can actually read everything, and then I'll use this little like pointer to show which part of it you need to specifically fix. Once you have fixed whatever that little revision is, and you might have more than one, so you might want to click through. You should be able to see them when you're just like hovering over here. So I can see that there's this big green call out here, and just check to make sure there aren't any other glaring issues. I would also click through just to make sure that I completed everything, because if it's not complete, I don't always remember to put a comment in there. I usually do, but sometimes if the whole thing's blank, I'm not going to put in a comment. If your name is in parentheses, it means that I left comments for you. So then I've completed my part 1, and I can move on to part 2. Now you'll notice that there are supporting lessons. So for part 1, there are 3 supporting lessons, and that's because there are 3 like main things you need to do in this project, right? You need to write an equation, you need to graph that equation, and then you need to compare those equations. And so those are the 3 lessons that you'll find here. You just click the lesson, you can complete the guided notes. I'm not grading you on whether or not you have completed any of this. Now, what you will get a grade for are these exit tickets and I can statements. So the exit tickets and I can statements do count towards extra credit towards your grade, meaning they will not hurt your grade. So even if you take them, you fail them, I'm not going to put in an F for you. If you take them though and you pass them, and that will help your grade, then it'll go into the grade book. So usually for these, if you get an 80% or higher, that's when it goes into the grade book to help your grade out. And it'll also count for extra credit, so you might get a little bit of an effort grade in there too. And then interactive videos, same thing for part 2. The main things for that are writing SMART goals and creating a budget. So I recommend watching these videos. All of these videos are very short, so they're all under 5 minutes. And then completing your exit tickets as well as the actual capstone. And then part 3, there's a little lesson on diversification, which we talked about in class. And then you have a little capstone project that you're going to do for that as well. And then next week, your main goal should be focusing on presentations, because that's what we'll be doing for the majority of class Wednesday, Thursday. See y'all soon.